Hi, I'm Lisa and welcome to this restorative yoga class for better sleep. So if you are working during the day or you stay home with your kids, you know that by the time you make dinner, eat dinner, give your kids a bath, get them tucked into bed, it's really hard to unwind sometimes from all the busyness. So this restorative class, we are going to be lying down the entire time except for the very beginning. We're going to do a forward fold standing. So this is just to help you kind of wind down. And I know a lot of people are short on time, everybody's busy. So even if you only have a chance to do one of these or two of these before you go to bed at night, give it a try. See if it gives you that feeling of relaxation so maybe you can sleep a little bit better. Okay, so grab onto one bolster. I'm going to use my round one today. You can use a round one or the regular one that I usually use, this rectangle one. Sometimes I think the round ones are a little bit easier, especially if you have trouble with that forward fold. They kind of fit your spine when you're lying down a little bit better than the rectangle bolsters. I have 4 blankets and 2 blocks just in case. So we are going to start out standing. So come to stand, and we're just going to turn to the side. So forward folds are really good for letting go. So I want you to plant your feet down about hips width distance apart, and we're only going to stay in this first one for a minute or two. Okay, so root down through your feet, lift up through your legs, your thighs are pulling up, your belly's pulling up and your ribs. Shoulders are drawing down your back. Inhale. And then exhale, just let yourself slowly come forward here. So option here to let your hands just hang, your arms hang, or you can grab onto your blocks. But if you're using blocks, just make it a light grip here on the blocks, a light press. And then begin to close your eyes. Release any tension around your mouth and relax your tongue. And then inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. And this time as you exhale through your mouth, I want you to whisper the word, relax. Inhale. And exhale, relax. Inhale. And as you whisper that word relax, just notice the vibration there in your throat. Inhale through the nose. Open your mouth and whisper, relax. Let's do one more round of breath, just like that. And relax. So if you have blocks there, press into your blocks and gently blink your eyes open. If you're not using the blocks, then go ahead and just bring your hands down to the mat. And then we're going to come into table. So I happen to have my bolster there. I'm just going to leave it there, but you don't need yours quite yet. Move your blocks off to the side. And let's take a few rounds of cat-cow. So we inhale, drop the belly down, pull that tailbone up. And then exhale, allowing yourself to relax. Inhale, arching the back. And exhale to round the back. Take one more round here at your own pace. Just kind of letting anything from your day go. And just imagine that coming out through your head, down into the ground, and just getting rid of whatever happened in your day, your week. Bring your spine back to neutral. Okay, so let's come to a seat. So we're going to start out with the bolster long ways on the mat. We're doing a reclined bound angle. So you have the option here, you can grab onto your 2 blocks if you want to use them behind your bolster. You can either do on the tallest setting and then the medium, and then make like a ramp there for those, or you could do a medium and a flat. So today I'm just going to use no blocks, they'll be off to the side. Take a blanket and place it right in front of your bolster. Okay, then we're going to do one blanket on each side here, kind of at a diagonal from your from the bolster. These are going to be for your arms. So I'm going to go ahead and place one on the other side. Okay, so let's bring the soles of the feet together. Grab a hold of your bolster just to steady it so it doesn't move. Okay, so just like we did at the beginning, you're going to take a breath in here, lift up as tall as you can. And then as you exhale, you're going to line your spine up with your bolster as you come down. Let your head rest down. Now, if this is too much of an arch on your back, definitely use the blocks, or just scoot your bottom away a little bit from the bottom of the bolster. That's going to take that arch out some. And then bring your arms to rest on your blankets. Now, if you'd like, you can always take the blankets over and cover up. Go ahead and close your eyes. And just begin to notice your body at first. Notice how your body feels. And notice the stretch on your inner thighs. Allow your belly to relax. Let the backs of your arms, your elbows, your wrists, the back of your hand and your fingers relax. As you breathe in, notice the expansion in the front of your body. The belly rises. Rib cage lifts up. And then as you exhale, just giving yourself that sense of letting go. Letting your body relax against the ground. And feel with every breath. Feel yourself relaxing more and more. Before we open our eyes, take one more breath here. Noticing any changes in your body, noticing if you're starting to relax a little bit more. And then slide your arms over so that your palms can press into the sides of your thighs. And begin to raise your knees up and placing your feet on the ground. And then extend your legs straight towards the top of your mat. Let's take a breath in, lift your arms up, and a really great big stretch here. And bring your arms down by your sides. Rebend your knees. Press into your forearms to lift you up, coming back to a seat. So just take a moment here in this seated pose to take a breath. Maybe just close your eyes. Releasing that tension from your legs, from your face. And then gently blinking your eyes open. Okay, so next we're going to come into a twist. So if you were using a blanket underneath of your arm, we're going to take the long edge there to the long edge and just fold it again into this rectangle shape. Move that out of the way. Okay, so then you're going to take your bolster, and that's going to come right underneath of that blanket. Okay, you can keep a blanket underneath of your hips. And this other blanket that we had on the underneath of the other arm, go ahead and fold that short side to short side. And that's going to come between your legs as support. If you have another blanket, let's fold that short side to short side, and that's going to go towards the top of your mat for your head. Now, if you don't have this many blankets, I would say take the one out that's underneath of your back or underneath of your arm. So just kind of judge that, whatever you think. Okay, so we're going to turn to the left. That way you can turn towards me and see what I'm doing here. Okay. So you're going to turn onto your left side. Bring your head against your blanket. And then we're going to roll this bolster right up against our back. So you want it to be below your shoulder. Now, if you can, you're going to reach that arm back. Oh, my bolster's rolling on me here. Let me move this over just a tad. Okay, there we go. And reach your arm back. Now, if that doesn't work, you can always reach your arm overhead. You can just reach it down your leg. So if it feels okay, you're going to turn your head to the right. Feel just this gentle stretch here on the right shoulder, the opening there through the chest. Release any gripping, especially through the legs. So the blanket is just there as a little bit of comfort. You don't have to squeeze into it or anything like that. Just let go. yourself completely relax. And begin to deepen your breath. And then reach that right arm a little bit longer. Separate your fingers and just give them a little stretch here. Maybe just move them up and down. Soften your belly. And then inhale, keep reaching long with that arm as you lift it up. And exhale, just bringing it down to rest for a minute before we switch to the other side. And then let's use our hands to lift up. You can keep that blanket between your knees, and we'll switch to the other side. So bolster's going to come over behind you, and the other blanket too. Okay. All right, so just roll that bolster or place it so it's lining your spine. Rest your head down on the blanket. And then reach that arm back. So you might definitely notice a difference here. If you can reach your arm back on both sides, doesn't matter if it's not comfortable, because this is all about comfort. This is unwinding so that you can go to sleep. So if it's not comfortable, you can reach it overhead, reach it in front, or down your leg. And then maybe turning your head towards that back arm. Let the insides of your thighs, your knees, and the insides of your shins, your calves, just rest against that support of the blanket. Soften your belly and just notice your breath. Notice if it feels shallow. Sometimes when we switch in yoga, we're so concerned with getting the pose right that we kind of tense up. So just notice if your breath has gotten shallow and begin to deepen that breath. As you exhale, maybe opening your mouth and just whispering, relax. Allow yourself one more breath here, but still keeping your body relaxed. And then reach that back arm back a little bit more, separate your fingers. Notice the spaces here between each finger, and then just moving them up and down. Long deep breath in here as you lift that back arm up, and then exhale, bringing that arm down to rest. And then using your hands to lift back up, coming back to a comfortable seat. And close your eyes again. And just breathe. And if your eyes are closed, gently blink them open. Okay, so we're going to come into surfboard next, which is going to be lying down on our stomach. So you can use a bolster for this one if you'd like. It's going to come in the center of your mat. I'm just going to move mine off to the side. I think it's a little bit more comfortable just on blankets. Okay, so we have a blanket in square fold. Let's go ahead and place another blanket on top. I'm just going to leave a little bit of space there at the top, so it's about 2 inches. Keep your blanket at the top for your head. And I'm actually going to unroll that one or unfold that one time so it's back in the square fold. That's going to be for our head and our arms. Okay, and lastly, this blanket. Okay, take it back into that square fold. So if you're new to restorative square fold, you're just going to take your blanket and fold it in half. Okay, and then fold it in half again, short side to short side, and then short side to short side again. So we have the square fold, and then we're going to roll it. Okay, so we have this nice roll that's going to go right underneath of the tops of our feet. Okay, so let's come up into table first and place the tops of your feet over the blanket. Okay, hands come down, relax your feet. Take a breath. And then walk your hands down so that your belly's resting on the blankets. And your forehead is going to come down to that top blanket. So I'm going to bend my elbows here and just bring my hands in front of my forehead. Now, if that doesn't feel right to you, you can always place them wherever feels okay. And then begin to relax. You can turn your head to one side if that feels better. Or if you need that stretch up the back of your neck, then keep with your forehead down. Let your chest relax down into the ground. And then just notice your abdomen expanding. And then releasing into your blankets, into the ground. Slow, steady breaths here as you let your body, and maybe even more importantly, your mind, unwind from your day so that you can relax and find that deeper sense of sleep tonight. If your head is turned to one side and you'd like to turn it to the other, feel free to do that. And then let the front of your shoulders come back down away from your ears. Relax your fingers. And begin to gently lift your head up. We're just going to roll over onto our backs so that we can find Shavasana. Now, if you'd like, this bottom blanket, I'm just going to roll it up with my feet. And then I'm going to open it up. So this is actually like you're in your bed, which you could actually do this routine in your bed if you wanted to. And then cover yourself up with it. You don't have to tuck yourself in or anything like that, or tuck it around you. I don't know about you guys, but I can't sleep unless I have a blanket on. It's just like this weird thing I have. I don't know. Okay, and if you want to make a roll here underneath of your neck, and maybe just spread your blanket out on the sides so that you can turn your palms to face up with that support of your blanket. Let your feet open to the sides. Close your eyes. And as you breathe, just taking a gentle, slow pause between your inhalation and your exhalation. Inhale, slow pause, and exhale. And continue for a few more rounds with that pause of breath. It's not that many times through the day that we actually get to pause. So as you inhale, look forward to that pause. And make your exhale even bigger. And then allow yourself to settle in and release into the ground. Feel that support there on the back of your body. I'm going to leave you to rest right here tonight in case you want to just go right to sleep or just stay in Shavasana a little bit longer. And I'll leave you with this quote: a good laugh and a long sleep are the best cures in the doctor's notes. Namaste.